The Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Minnesota State High School League.
2 to 3, Hunter Fritos, got it! Ball gets inside for Bjork, and Bjork inside, dunks! Parker, Bjork, go on, shot! Block on front, they score! There we go! They did it!
Chaska Hawks. And now for tonight's starting lineups. Starting for the visiting St. Cloud 2. At defense, sophomore number 5, Corey Warner. At defense, junior number 13, Christian Engel. At forward, freshman number 20, August Falou. At forward, senior number 21, co-captain Nick Reichert. At goalie, senior number 35, co-captain Soren Falou. And at defense, junior number 44, co-captain Sean Davidson. And the rest of the St. Cloud Tech Tigers head coach Pete Montanich. And your Chaska Hawks, steering goal number 1, co-captain senior Justin Black. At defense, co-captain senior number 4, Mike Tester. At defense, senior number 8, Billy Brunson. At forward, junior number 10, Owen Thomas. At forward, sophomore number 17, Sage Sholey. And at forward, senior number 18, George Fletcher. And the rest of the Chaska Hawks head coach, Dave Sudmeru. Please direct your attention to center ice, our special guests, bearing the colors and representing the Chaska Champions and Hockey Association. We have with us tonight Jake Campbell, Ben Owski, Partner Johnson, and Kevin Johnson. We ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, we will recap as we honor America with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner, our national anthem.
Hello and welcome to the Chaska Community Center. I'm Taylor Hanson, coming to you live on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network on this Saturday evening. Here from Chaska, bringing you your Chaska Hawks as they face off the visiting St. Cloud Tech Apollo. Coming into this game, Chaska with an 8-5 record, beating Greenway last night in overtime. And St. Cloud Tech Apollo coming into this game with a 3-6-2 record, with a 2-2 in their Central Lakes Conference. Chaska with 0-0 in the Metro West Conference, still waiting their first conference game. That will be this coming week against St. Louis Park. Let's focus on tonight's game. Starting in goal for your Hawks, senior co-captain number 1, Justin Bach. Bach coming in this game with, this will be his 8th game played. His 2.58 GAA and a .893 save percentage. And starting for St. Cloud Tech Apollo, a senior, Soren Falloon. This will be Falloon's 10th game played with his 2.7 GAA and a .901 save percentage. Now we're ready to drop the puck here. Thomas loses that draw to Reichert. That puck gets put down into the Chaska zone. And Kester's battling the corner against Engel of St. Cloud. Kester rings up the boards, look for Fletcher, but Fletcher can't retain it. And it's given over to Warner, and Warner puts it down to Davidson. Davidson tried to put that puck up the boards, but Kester grabs a hold of it, and Kester tries to weave it out of players, but he gets hit down to the ice. And that will be turned over to Engel, and here comes Rep Pillick on a breakaway, but his teammate crossed that blue line a little too early, and we'll get an offsides here. It will be Warner and Johnson on this neutral zone draw. Warner wins it back to Magnuson, and Magnuson gives it over to Barrett. Barrett dumps that one in, and Falloon will attempt to stop that one behind his own net, but that one flips right over his stick, and now Warner tries to put that one on net, but St. Cloud player picks that one up, and Barrett will dump it in for Chaska. Chaska supporting their ultimate gold jerseys, moving right to left on your TV or computer screen. St. Cloud wearing their away blacks, moving left to right. Olmscheid and Johnson on this draw in the St. Cloud zone. Olmscheid limits it over to Lavelle. Lavelle's shot saved by Falloon. 15:42 remains in this opening period from the Chaska Community Center. And it will be Olmscheid and Johnson again once on this draw. Olmscheid wins it back to Magnuson. Magnuson looking for a shot. Good screen there by Benz, but unable to get that one through as it goes off the chest of Falloon. This is the second time these two teams have met in the past 2 seasons. Last year, Chaska traveled to St. Cloud, and I believe that game was a 4-0 victory for Chaska. And a goal, Shane Lavelle. That puck banked off the boards behind the net. Falloon had no clue where that one went and came right back out in front, and Lavelle puts it between his legs. So Chaska takes a 1-0 lead here with 15:09 remaining. Let's see if they credit any assists. I believe they won't, as maybe they'll credit it to the shot taker. We'll see here in so Lavelle with an unassisted goal. 1:51 into the first period. Chaska takes an early lead 1-0. And now it's going back to Kester. Kester looking for options. He has Barry, but Barry loses that one as he hits hit hard in the boards. Another shot there. That one's just wide. as Warner takes a spill in front of the net. And here comes Pilek for Chaska as he looks back to Barry. Barry scoring the overtime winner last night in Chaska's victory over Greenway, but Barry's unable to get that shot off there. Let's give it over to Barry once again, but can't get that shot off as it's poked away, and it's picked up by Warner. And a shot there from Magnuson. That one saved by the second Falloon. Another one. Shane Lavelle scores his second of the game. And Chaska will take the 2-0 lead. And here comes Lavelle again, looking for the hat trick, and he misses the net. And now Warner, or that would be Keller, will take it. And another one. The wrong one there. There we go. Chaska taking the early 3-0 lead here from the community center. Unsure who it went to as I was trying to update the stats here, but we'll hear from Greg Erickson momentarily. And I believe St. Cloud will take a timeout. So we'll go commercial break here. We'll be right back here on the Chaska Broadcast Network.
I'm Captain Mike Kester, and you're watching Hawks Hockey on CHBN.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
And we're back here after that St. Cloud timeout, so let's see if they can get their team back together here after they take the 3-0 deficit here so far. Another one from Fletcher. That one's just wide. And that one's tipped out into neutral zone. Picked up by Kester, and Kester will give it back to Bronson. Bronson looking that one up to Fletcher. As he'll lose it and give it back to Magnuson. Back over to Kester. Kester down to Barry. Barry has Pilek. Barry's shot, that one's blocked in the chest of Ducetti. And given out to Barrett. Barrett's shot, that one's blocked, but picked back up by Blaine Warner. William Magnuson will give it back in the Chaska zone and drop it off to Warner, and he'll give it to Barry. Barry has Pillick with him and tries to get over to Pillick, but Pillick misses that pass. And this paddle saved there by Bach as he directs that one into the corner. And that one will go all the way down to the other end and go over that goal line for an icing. 10:39 remains in this first period. Chaska with an early 3-0 lead. Shots are 9-1 in favor of the Hawks. And that draws one out to, it seems to be Warner. And Warner for St. Cloud, shot's just wide, and Chaska ends up with it as Shane Lavelle will retain it. Shane Lavelle over to Olmstead. Olmstead shot poked away by Falloon. Given out to Kester. Kester has Bronson at the point. Bronson wanted it, but didn't get it as it's taken away by Randolph. Randolph, excuse me, and that one will go up into the netting and out of play. With 10:04 remaining in this first period. Chaska with an early lead, 3-0. Again, folks, I'm Taylor Hanson coming to you live on this afternoon on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Alongside me, Dylan Brazil on the camera. Wonderful day for some Chaska Hawks hockey. It's given out to Barrett at the point. Barrett shot, that one's tipped. That one just wide. Fletcher pressure on and it works. And Thomas will pick it up for Chaska as he's chipped up behind the net. And puck's turned over to St. Cloud. Now Magnuson has it for the Hawks, and he puts on some silky moves and gets past Falloon. The Falloon brothers on this team, a freshman, number 20, August Falloon, and the goaltender, number 35, a senior, Soren Falloon. So might be hearing that name a little extra tonight, and as there are two of them, and that shot, a little weird tip there, but Bach saves it, and it's put up to Sholey, but he can't keep the puck on it, and attempted pass to Engel. That one will go down to the Chaska end for an icing as 9 minutes and 13 seconds remain. .9:13 remaining in this opening period. Face-off in the St. Cloud zone. It's picked up by Randolph, but he loses it, and Warner gives out to Starkey. Starkey up to Barry. Barry coming with speed, but little hip check action there by Oster, and he gets that puck away from him. But Pillick taking a spill behind the net. Looks to seem as Bauer Barry is on Pillick, and oh, that one stayed in. So looks to seem that Bauer Barry is on the Pillick Warner line now. It used to be McDonald, but Chaska head coach Dave Snugger's switching the lines up. Nothing new there. And it'll be Warner and Johnson on the draw. Warner wins it back to Starkey. Starkey down to Erickson, and he'll dump that one in, but it's not hard enough as it's picked up by Davidson. As he drops it back to Oster and over to Johnson. As Erickson, a little spoon move there as he gets away from trouble, and he'll bank that one off to Pillick. Pillick, odd man advantage here as he only has two and they have three, but he'll make something out of it anyways, and Shane Lavelle will get the hat trick. As that puts Chaska up 4-0. That'll be Shane Lavelle's third goal of the night, his 10th goal of the season. Lavelle scoring the game tire last night with 40 seconds remaining in that Greenway game. So Lavelle, 4 goals in this past 24 hours.
Chaska goal scored by number 21, his third of the game, his 10th of the season. Shane Lavelle. The assist goes to number 12, Brett Pickler. And number 15, Charlie Erickson.
So Pillick and Erickson will pick up the assist on the Lavelle goal.
8 minutes and 48 seconds of the first period.
So that one was with 8 minutes and 16 seconds remaining, 8:48 into the period. So Shane Lavelle will pick up the hat trick today, his first hat trick of this season. As Thomas is going down the ice now as he's working with Scholey. He gives it over to Magnuson. And that one's tipped up, and there's a goalie change, as it will be Spencer Bertram will be in the net for St. Cloud. So senior starter Soren Falloon being pulled after that 4 goals in the first 8 minutes. Now Pillick loses that one, and it's picked up by Davidson, and he looks for Randolph. He's unable to get it to him as Barry with a shot. That one just wide. And Warner will get a regroup here in this neutral zone. And he'll take it for Chaska, and he looks to get a shot on net. That one's saved by Bettram. Oster looking for a teammate, unable to find one. He'll have to settle for a ringer on the boards, but that doesn't work either, as Barry will pick that one up for Chaska, but just a little too hard of a dump in there as it crosses that goal line. And we'll get an icing here with 5:33 remaining in this first period. Chaska leading by an early score of 4-0. Shots are 11-2 in favor of the Hawks, so Chaska coming out strong in this opening period. Warner and now it'd be Warner and Lavelle in this opening draw. Lavelle, a winger, taking that draw as Olmscheid was called back for some unapparent reason. And that would be Stanoch out in front, but he's unable to bury it, and his box saves it. Now Warner, if he'll get a shot off, a blocker save there by Justin Bach. Lavelle will give up to Benz. Back to Lavelle. Lavelle looking for his 4th of the game, but he'll give it over to Erickson. Erickson with a shot. That one goes off the stick of Boyke, and that one will go up into the netting, and we'll get a stoppage of play with 5:03 remaining. It will be Pillick and, excuse me, yeah. No, that was not Pillick. That was Scholey on that draw. And give it on in front, and another shot there from Reichert. Saved by Bach. Thomas rings it up on the boards, and Scholey's able to get a stick on it, but it hits his shin pad. Another hit there by Fletcher. You're going to see a lot of those as Fletcher's a very aggressive guy out there on the ice, and Fletcher tried to get up to Scholey, but Scholey's unaware of the pass, and he loses that one. Let's give it over to Falloon. Falloon shot. Pad saved by Bach. Now it's given over to Warner. Warner will try to find his teammates and regroup, and he will find Billy Bronson. As stick of Oster's knocked out of his hands and almost takes the puck away from Bronson. Warner wants that one, and he's flying at the blue line. But Bronson will give it to Barry. Barry over to Pillick, over to Warner, and Warner is unable to get there as there was a body in front of him. Pillick out in front, looking for that goal, but unable to get down off his stick. And Pillick will try to find Kester, but a little fluke pass there from Pillick, and that will go back into the neutral zone. And Bauer Barry will pick it up and give it back to Bronson. Bronson losing that one, but he maintains control of it, but then it's picked up by Randolph. 3 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in this opening period from the Chaska Community Center. Kester skating it down all by himself with a 1-on-3 as he gets through all of them and gets a shot on net on Bertram. And now Eric Warner will take it for the St. Cloud team, and he dumps it in, and Bach stops that one down his net, and it's given back up to Olmscheid. Olmscheid being tripped up, and it'll be a delayed penalty and an offsides. So Chaska will go on the power play with 2 minutes, 48 seconds in this opening period. Chaska on the power play so far this season with a 26.2%. So pretty low percentage for the Hawks, but let's see if they can capitalize on this chance here. St. Cloud on the penalty kill with a 79.2%. So let's see which team will be able to take this chance here. That one's rung up by Boyke. So that'll be Davidson for slashing. As Lavelle's getting pressure on by the corner, he gives out to Kester. Kester trying to put it between the legs of Keller as he does, but puck didn't make it to his teammate as it's down either end, and Bach comes out of his net and gives it off to Erickson. Erickson working with Magnuson as he gives it to him, but Magnuson unable to keep it up as Warner is tripped up, and now Warner will get a shot off, and that one just over the head of Bertram. That one trickles into the zone, and Bach will come out and play that one to his defenseman Charlie Erickson. Erickson getting past Randolph. He drops back to Pillick. Pillick down to Erickson. Erickson has Bronson in front as he wants it. Pillick tries to give it to Warner, but that one trickles right off his stick and then go back down in the neutral zone. He'll give it over to Magnuson. Magnuson up to Warner. Warner, beautiful drop pass there to Pillick. Pillick coming with speed, and he has Warner, but Pillick takes that shot. That one goes on the outside of the net, and yeah, Pillick trying to get that out to his defenseman, but there was no one there, so it'll go back down in the Chaska zone. 1 minute remains in this first period as Calvin Barrett gives it up to Red Pillick. Now Bauer Barry with a shot, and that one saved by Duchetti. 5-on-5 hockey here as that slashing penalty expired with 40 seconds remaining in this opening period. Fletcher looking for a scoring chance, but Scholey's caught off sides, and we'll get a face-off in the neutral zone. It'll be Barry and Reichert on that draw. Reichert wins it back to Davidson. Davidson dumps that one in and ends up on net, and Box put it over to Bronson. And Starkey will be hit behind the net by Engel, and that, I believe that will be an interference call. So Chaska back on the power play. That penalty will carry over into the second period as there's 25 and 1/10 of a second remaining. Now Olmscheid on this draw with, that seems to be Reichert. So Engel will go for a cross check. And Chaska on the power play, but 2-1, and that will be the opening period here from the Chaska Community Center. Chaska leading by a score of 4-0. I'll give you first period scoring recap with 15:09 remaining in the first period. Shane Lavelle scored his first goal of the game, unassisted goal. And again with 13:22 remaining, Shane Lavelle scored his second goal, assist to Red Pillick. And then with 12 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, Nick Olmscheid scored his first goal of the game, and Olmscheid's third goal of the season, assist to Kester. And with 8:12 remaining, Shane Lavelle scored his third goal of the game with the hat trick. Lavelle's 10th goal of the season, the assist to Pillick and Erickson. Don't go anywhere, as we'll be back very shortly to bring you live second period coverage on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
I'm Blaine Warner. Sit back and relax and watch some boys hockey on CHBN.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
The Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Minnesota State High School League.
2, 3, 100 free throws. Ball goes inside for Bjorklund. Bjorklund inside, dunks! Parker, Bjorklund, a shot! Block on front, they score! They go! They did it!
Welcome back and good evening, folks. I'm Taylor Hanson coming to you live on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network with live coverage of your Chaska Hawks as they face off against this evening against the St. Cloud Tech Apollo. And we're ready to drop the puck here in the second period. Chaska leading by a score of 4-0. First period scoring recap, Shane Lavelle with 3 goals, scoring his first goal with 15:09 remaining, and then again with 13:22 remaining, his sister, Rhett Palick. Shane Lavelle's first goal is unassisted. And then with 12:20 remaining, Nick Olmscheid got his tally tonight, and that assisted by Mike Kessler. And then again with 8:12 remaining, Shane Lavelle scoring his third of the night, assist to Palick and Erickson. After that fourth goal, St. Cloud making a goalie change, pulling their senior starter, Soren Falloon, and putting in their backup junior, number 39, Spencer Bettram. So we'll see Bettram back in the net again for St. Cloud in this second period. And we'll have Warnert, and that will be Reichert on that opening draw. Chaska on the power play from a cross-checking penalty from Engel in that opening period. Now it's picked up by Warner and dropped back to Bronson. Bronson trying to find Warner again, but that's ringing on the boards, and Kessler unable to keep that one in the zone as he has to take that one back. That's put down to the Chaska zone and picked up by Bach. And Bach will send that one down in the neutral zone, but St. Cloud will send it back. And now Warner picks that one up, and Lavelle tries to get a shot on goal, and never mind, I thought it went in as the referee wasn't doing anything, but Bettram covers that one, and we'll get a whistle here with 15:56 remaining. Chaska on the power play for another 32 seconds here. That one's one out to Kessler. Kessler giving over to Barrett. Barrett back to Kessler, and he's unable to get a shot off as he'll have to drop it back to Warnert. 20 seconds left on this Chaska power play, as Mike Kessler keeps in the zone, and that shot's blocked by Duchetti. And here comes Kessler just as this power play will expire, as he gives over to Lavelle looking for his 4th of the game, but St. Cloud penalty expires, and that's 5-on-5 hockey here from Chaska. And Lavelle has it down in the corner. And now Warner will dump that one in. Bach behind his net to stop it for his defenseman Charlie Erickson. Erickson battling with Randolph. As Fletcher's battling out in front. We pardon our connection issues here as we're trying to figure out the problem. But please stay with us as we'll get this problem fixed here momentarily. And now it looks to seem Barry will take a shot and a goal. Bauer Barry scoring his second goal in the past 24 hours. So Chaska will lead by a score of 5-0. And Owen Thomas will go to the locker room with the athletic trainer, so hopefully he's all right. And another injury report, Ethan McDonald out for the Hawks, unsure of what happened there. Don't know if it was yesterday's game or what happened. So Bauer Berry taking his spot on that line, and Charlie Goodrich taking the ice now for Chaska. He's seeing some varsity ice time here.
Scoring for Chaska, his third goal of the season. Number 28, Bauer Berry. The assist goes number 4, Mike Kessler. Time of the goal, 2 minutes and 52 seconds in the second period. Berry from Kessler at 2:50.
That'll be Barry from Kessler at 2:52 if you didn't hear that one. And Warner gets into it in front of the net as he puts, unsure of who that is, but he put him straight to the ground. And that puck will be battled for on this near boards and put up to Pillick as he keeps it in the zone. And a shot there from Starkey just off the iron as it hits the goalpost. They give it back over to Starkey. Starkey, and a shot, that one's blocked. And now Erickson and Starkey battle on that breakaway chance there with Warner, but puck's taken away and given up to Benz. Benz coming with speed as he puts it between the stick of Davidson, and that shot blocked there by Bertram. As that stick flying across the ice will be Christian Engel of St. Cloud. As he'll have to go back and retain it as Olmscheid takes it back, and Olmscheid shot and flies up into the air off the blocker of Bertram. And now Reichert will get that puck back for St. Cloud. And Engel will dump that one in and will be picked up by Bach. And Magnuson tripped up Engel there, and Engel grabs his face mask. Unsure what that's going to do, but again, we apologize for this poor connection here. We're currently trying to figure out this problem as unsure what is going on. As given over to Goodrich, and Goodrich almost scores, but unable to get it off. Would have been Goodrich's second career varsity goal, first of the season. That's one. And we are currently trying to fix our connection here as we were switched over to our secondary Wi-Fi. That one seems not working either, but looks like it's a little laggy here. And a shot there from Bronson. And St. Cloud's Nick Reichert will take it down. Get behind the net, and then that one's picked up by Kester. And now it's given over to Pillick. Pillick back down to Scholey. Scholey's shot, that one's just high. And we seem to be back now. Sorry for that lost connection there as we just had to restart our whole system, but our connection seems to be back now. Didn't miss anything here as it's still a 5-0 hockey game with 8:42 remaining in this second period. Shots in favor are in Chaska by a total of 20-10. That's put up to the point. That one's blocked by his own teammate Sam Oster. And another shot there, blocked in his shin pad by Barrett. That one's put out to Randolph. And now it's given off to Davidson as he recollects it for St. Cloud. And that's stretch pass for Reichert. Unable to get it to him, but the icing's waved off. Now Erickson and Reichert will battle on that far boards. Reichert comes out with it, but unable to get that shot on as it's blocked. And we'll get an offsides as Bauer Berry takes that puck over after his teammate crossed, and a little extracurriculars from Berry and Duchetti. Seems to be that the St. Cloud's teams letting Chaska get to their head here with this 5-0 lead. And all they really can do is get physical here as they cannot capitalize on these scoring opportunities. As Goodrich will give it off to Starkey. Starkey has Barry, and Starkey tries to give it over to Barry, but it's picked off by Duchetti. And John Starkey seems to be playing, or excuse me, nope, he is playing D. He was just up on the front of the ice, or maybe he is playing forward as Erickson and Bronson are on the ice. So a little position change just to try something new here as Chaska is leading by a score of 5-0. Given over to Magnuson from Scholey, and Kester's pass intercepted by Falloon. As Warner hits Falloon hard on these near boards and try to give it back out to Falloon. He misses that pass, and that shot will be collected by Kester. Kester tried to drop past to Scholey, but intercepted, and a shot there from Warner. Looking for that Scholey rebound, but Scholey's unable to get that one off his stick, and will go down to the other end for an icing from St. Cloud. .6:15 remains in this second period. Chaska leading by a score of 5-0, and Chaska also leading in shots by a total of 23-10. That's given up to Stanoch. First time I heard his name this evening for St. Cloud. And now Bach will come out of his net, and he'll cover that one. And we'll get a face-off in the Chaska zone to Bach's right. Now Billy Bronson will give it over to Ethan Benz, but Benz unable to collect it, and Lavelle will pick it up. Lavelle with a sweet move there, and he's unable to get that one on net or he got it on net, but it's just on the wrong side as it hit the outside of the netting, and a shot there from Benz into the face mask of Bertram. As Lavelle tries to bring that one around the boards to Barrett, but not powerful enough as it's put back down to the Chaska zone. Bronson will collect it as he's looking for a teammate as he finds Barrett, but Barrett loses it. It's taken away by Warner. Kester working that's Starkey, excuse me, working with Lavelle. Now comes Bauer Berry over to John Starkey. Starkey looking for his first goal of this season. Unable to get it there as that one trickles off his stick. As Kester, he'll keep that one in the zone. He'll give it over to Erickson. Erickson over to Goodrich. Goodrich with a shot. That one's saved by Bertram. Chaska team trying to get their players with not many points this year, some more points. So trying to get them some more experience. And now that one will go back down to the Chaska zone. It's picked up by Erickson as he gets through traffic, and he gets up to the Goodrich. Goodrich gets that poked away by Warner. And Chaska will have to settle for a dump in, but picked up by Pillick. Pillick lost an edge in the corner as he takes a spill. Johnson tries to find his teammate August Falloon, but unable to as it's picked back up by Johnson. Oh, a shot there from Davidson. That one's blocked. Kester working with Scholey as he finds him. Scholey back to Kester. Kester looking for Pillick on that shot redirect, but Pillick unable to get a stick on it, and a shot there from Magnuson saved by Bertram. And another save there by the junior goaltender Spencer Bertram. Bertram coming into this game, this will be his third game played as he came in halfway at 4 minutes and 20 seconds into that first period. This will be his third game played. He has a 3.5 goals against average and a .860 save percentage. And now Magnuson will give it over to Barrett. Barrett with a shot on net, glove save there by Bertram. Warner and Simonson on that opening draw. First time we've heard Simonson's name this evening for St. Cloud. That stretch pass intended for Engel, just off his shin pad, and Chaska will dump that one back in with 2:57 remaining in this second period from Chaska. And that tip pass up to Warner as he grabs that one down, and we'll get a hand pass, I guess, as Warner tried to tip that one down by himself, but it was picked up by Sholey. And we'll get a face-off back down to the Chaska zone to goaltender Justin Bach's left. And seems to be Spencer Bertram's helmet has broke, so he'll try to go fix that. And we'll go to the commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Justin Bach, and you're watching Chaska Hawks Hockey on CHPN.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
And we're back as Bertram just switched helmets with Falloon, so as I believe his snap on the side snapped. Snapped. So Spencer Bertram will cover that puck out in front, and then we'll get another face-off here in the St. Cloud zone with 2:31 remaining in this second period. Warner, and I'm able to see that number. That is Eric Warner on that draw. Warnert won that one back. And now it's back picked up by Oster and sent down to the other end for an icing. Reichert and Olmscheid on that draw there in the St. Cloud zone. Reichert wins it back to Keller. Now Keller tried to bring that one up the boards, but Chaska maintains control back. And now Kester will give it up to Benz. Benz with a beautiful drop pass there to Lavelle. But Lavelle's pass to Bronson is picked off by Falloon. Now Keller will take it for St. Cloud. And a shot there from Reichert. Stick save there by Bach. Now Bronson will flick that one in, and Chaska will have to touch up as Lavelle is offsides, what they do, and now pressure will be put on by Goodrich, but he's unable to get a stick on it as that one flies over to the neutral zone. And Kester seemed to be speared there after his hit, so as Billy Bronson is exchanging some words with the other players, and he just points at the scoreboard. And now the referee will, or the coach will talk with the referee about that last play. Unsure what he's questioning, as it was just his own teammate that actually speared Kester, so. Now it'll be Barry and Simonson on this draw here. Barry working with Goodrich and Starkey. So one back to Magnuson, giving over to Erickson. And now Erickson will try to bank that one off the boards to Starkey, but Starkey unable to gain control of that one. It will go down to the other end for an icing. "66 seconds remain in this second period of hockey. Chaska leading by a score of 5-0. And Chaska also leading in shots by a total of 29-11. That one's one out by St. Cloud. And a shot there from Keller. Going into his own player's chest. So, as you heard there, 1 minute remaining in this second period from the Chaska Community Center. Now it's picked up by Falloon, and he loses it, and Starkey will gain control for the Hawks. Now Goodrich will give it off to Magnuson. Magnuson coming with speed, and he finds Starkey. Starkey with a shot there, saved by the Bertram right into his chest. And 28 3/10 of a second remaining in this second period of hockey. And now that one seems to be trickling on the boards, and Warner and a shot there from Davidson. Tip just wide, and that will be 1 second remains, and that will do it from the second period. Chaska leading by a score of 5-0. Bauer Berry with a lone goal for the Hawks in that period. The fifth goal from Kester. We'll be right back here, folks. Don't go anywhere as we bring you live third period coverage from the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. We'll be right back.
I'm Captain Mike Kester, and you're watching Hawks Hockey on CHBN.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
The Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Minnesota State High School League.
2, 3, 100 free throws. Ball gets inside for Bjorklund. Bjorklund inside, dunks! Parker Bjorklund, a shot! Block on front, they score! They go! They did it!
Welcome back to the Chaska Community Center, folks. I'm Taylor Hansen coming to you live on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network this evening, bringing you live third period coverage of your Chaska Hawks as they continue this game against St. Cloud Tech-Apollo. Chaska lead by a score of 5-0. Shots are 30-11 in favor of Chaska. So it's like this. And that puck ends up back up into the Chaska zone. Bach goes behind his own net. And we'll go down to the other end and no icing. And now Warner will collect it for the Hawks. Chaska in their alternate gold sweaters with purple trim, moving right to left on your TV or computer screen. St. Cloud in their away blacks with the red and white trim, moving from left to right. Now Bronson walks in, tries to get up to Palerick, but it'll go down to the other end untouched, and we'll get an icing with 16:04 left in this third period. Any Chaska alumni out there watching this broadcast? The alumni game is today following this game, so if you'd like to come out and participate in the Chaska alumni game, I'd say you collect your equipment and come out momentarily, as the alumni game will follow this game. So Magnuson tries to get up to Olmscheid, as he does, but Olmscheid loses it. That one's getting up to Lavelle. Lavelle loses it, and St. Cloud will dump that one back in. Now it's put up to Joe Lynch. First time you've heard his name tonight, as he's seen some varsity ice time in this third period. Now Kester gives over to Bronson. Bronson back to Kester. Is he coming with speed? Weaving in and out of a few guys, and Kester looking for Starkey. Gets picked off, but Bronson picks off another pass, but he whiffs on that one, and a shot there, glove save there by Bach. Now Barry winning that draw against Simonson. He's back to Kester. Kester over to Bronson. Bronson up to Lynch. Lynch finds Starkey. Tape-to-tape pass there. And Starkey will dump that one in. Now Starkey tries to dump that into the zone, but it hits the side of the plexiglass by the bench, and that one will go into the St. Cloud bench, and we'll get a stoppage of play with 14:34 remaining. And now Palick will win that one over to Scholey. And Warren battling behind the net against Davidson, and now Davidson will collect it and give it back to Warner. Warner up to Falloon, and Falloon, or that would be Reichert with a shot. That one goes off the iron. and flex into the corner. Now Erickson will collect it for the Hawks behind his net with 13:53 remaining, and Erickson's pass is picked off, and an attempted shot there by Falud. He's unable to get it off, and the puck will go back down to the St. Cloud zone. And they go all the way down, no icing as it went off this skate of Erickson. Now Kester's pass to Benz. Now Erickson tries to give over to Kester as he does, and Kester looking for Benz, but go down to the other end on touch, and we'll get an icing. .23 remains in this third period of hockey here from the Chaska Community Center. Again, I'm Taylor Hanson, coming to you live on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network, alongside me Dylan Brazil on the camera. We've had a few injuries in this game, and now looks seeing a goal. So St. Cloud gets out of the slump, and they score their first goal of the game with 13:11 remaining. We'll see here momentarily who the goal and assist is credited to. But as I was saying, a series of injuries, and I'll continue in 1 second. So that would be Connor Duchette on his first goal of the season. Assist to Eric Warner and Jack Randolph. As I was saying before, let's see if I can finish it now. Series of injuries in the past 2 games, as Ethan McDonald is on the bench with his helmet. He seems to be hurt. Unsure what happened. Guessing it was last game, as he was on the bench early. And now Keith Fletcher on the bench for Chaska with his helmet on, so he seems to be injured as well. So not a good thing for the Hawks, as there's 3 players on the bench injured, as Gavin Brown was injured earlier this season with a concussion, as he is still not cleared to play. He's warming up with the team, practicing with the team. It's just a few more days, and then until he'll be cleared for contact. And an icing down to the other end with 11:44 remaining in this third period. And we'll get a face-off here in the neutral zone off and off. Delayed offsides, and now Warner loses that draw. But Chaska seems to come up with it, and here comes Pillick. Pillick with a shot. That one's off the crossbar. And a shot there in the chest of Bertram. And we'll get a stoppage of play here with 11:13 remaining. Now Starkey and Johnson are checked that. That was Duchette. Get tied up on the corner, and St. Cloud will send it down to there and settle for an icing with 11 minutes flat remaining in this third period. That one will come back out in the neutral zone, and Kester will pick that one up. And give it over to Starkey. Starkey down to Barry. Now Kester tries to find Barry, but unable to get it to him. As Starkey battling in the corner with Warner. Starkey and Warner battling in that near corner here. Puck yet to pop out. And Bronson will tip that one in as Kester is slashed and he'll skate off the ice. And that puck's dumped in, and Magnuson will recollect it, but it's poked away by Amundsen. Now Ben's being pressured, and he put that one back in his own net. And Justin Bach will bring that one on the boards. It's sent back the other way. And we'll get a delayed penalty on cross-check on St. Cloud, I believe. So Chaska on the power play for the third time tonight. And a shot there from Kester. That one's saved. And now here comes Oster on a breakaway. Oster is shot in the goal. Short-handed goal there on the breakaway. Cuts the Chaska lead to 3. Short-handed goal there with 9:04 remaining. Warner wins that draw over to Pillick. Pillick unable to keep control of it as he'll be dumped in. So that'll be Oster from Duchette on the shorthanded goal. Duchette picking up his second point of the night for St. Cloud, and a shot there from Warner. That one goes off the iron. Another one out to Magnuson. Magnuson with a shot and a goal. William Magnuson from the point. So Erickson will get the assist there. Erickson kicking. Erickson getting a second point of the night there off his second assist. Now it'll be Warner and Reichert on this draw. And now that would be battle in the corner. Kester back on the ice, so his injuries seem to be minor as he's playing through it. And a shot there, that one tipped and goes just wide. 7:22 remains in this hockey game. Now it's tipped up, and we'll get on a high stick call on St. Cloud as Johnson bats that one down out of the air. And Dwight offside, so St. Cloud will have to touch up. And Barry losing control of that one. It's put back down into the Chaska zone. And he gives over to Barrett. Barrett's going to skate this one and try to get a scoring chance here for the Hawks. As he gets a shot there off the stick of Bertram. And a goal. Unsure who they'll give it to. Maybe it might have been Lynch. If that's the fact, that will be Lynch's first varsity goal. And it will be. So Joel Lynch getting his first varsity tally here tonight. So Chaska takes the 5-goal lead once a, or yes, 5-goal lead. So that'll be Joel Lynch's first varsity goal of his career. And now Lavelle will come down and try to get another goal. And Bertram and Olmshaw gets checked from behind. A little extracurriculars happening on the front here as both teams are unhappy. So Lynch from Barry. Bauer Barry getting his second point on the night here, adding to his goal. And now we'll get a face-off here in the St. Cloud zone with 6:12 remaining. And I believe it will be in the neutral zone for some apparent reason, but so coincidental minors to Benz and Boyke. And a shot there, and another goal. Rebound put out there by Bach right in the middle, and St. Cloud will capitalize on that chance. That makes it a 7-3 hockey game. Now Warner drawn up there. we'll get a delayed penalty as Chaska will go back on the power play. That goal was scored by number 20 for St. Cloud, August Flew, and that was his 7th goal of the season. The assist to 21, Nick Reichert, as he tallies his 12th assist of the season. And now number 40, Jack Randolph, will take a seat for 2 minutes for St. Cloud. And a goal. Unsure who that was, as there was a cluster out in front, but we'll see who they credit it to here momentarily. It'll be a power play goal for the Hawks. Lots of scoring here in this 3rd period, so I'm trying to get tweets out, so I apologize for the lack of commentary, but I'll try to stay with you as much as possible here, and we'll hear the goal. Another goal. That will make it 9 as I'm slow on updating this score. So 9-3, Chaska now leads. And let's see who they credit that goal to.
Scoring for Chaska. His 2nd goal of the game, his 12th goal of the season. Number 2, Warner.
So Warner gets to another goal.
The assist came from number 12, Brett Penland.
And Pilek with the assist.
Time of the goal, 12 minutes, 27 seconds of the 3rd period. Warner from Penland at 12:27. Minor penalty was assessed on the play. St. Cloud number 21, then Nick Reichert, which was a cross-check. Penalty was nullified by the goal.
So now Chaska will be leading by a score of 9-3 with their 40 shots on the night. So Chaska really peppering the goaltender, both goaltenders here tonight as they've switched in this 1st period. And now that'll be Lavelle. Try to give it over to Olmscheid. Olmscheid unable to get a stick on it. As 2 minutes remain in this hockey game, and it'll be running time since Chaska is leading by 6. And Menison's shot, that one's just blocked. And now Ben's in a shot. That one's off the tip of the glove of Bertram. Now Ben's looking for another tally there with 1:45 remaining, and that will go down to the other end. And Magnuson will regroup here. Now Magnuson getting it back up to Sholey. Sholey over to Warner. But that pass is blocked by Davidson, who laid out and stopped that one in front. Now Erickson will be pressured on, and now Pillick will be covered it for the Hawks. It's Pillick unable to get that puck away, and it'll be taken away by Davidson, given up to Engel. Engel trying to get that pass back over. Now Warner almost corrected that one for a breakaway. Pillick and Sholey running into each other, but Sholey recovering that puck back. 1 minute, as you heard from Greg Erickson. It's now 50 seconds. Now they'll give it up to Engel. Engel, a shot. Save the chest by Bach, and 37 seconds remain. That time will almost run out as it's running time. So it looks to be as Chaska will come away with the win tonight. We'll put Chaska to 9-5 on the season, and that will St. Cloud with a loss, they'll now be 3-7-2. So St. Cloud struggling. They had a lot stronger team last year, and Starkey hits Boyke to the ground, and that will do it here from the Chaska Community Center. Chaska winning by a score of 9-3. Your above and beyond marketing stars of the game. We'll have to go with number 3 star, be Rhett Pillick with his 4 assists. Or actually, 3rd star would be Blaine Warner with his 2 goals. And then the 2nd star would be Rhett Pillick with his 4 assists. And the number 1 star, above and beyond star of the game tonight, would be number 21, Shane Lavelle, with his hat trick. Chaska will be back at it on, I believe, January 10th, so 5 days from today, Thursday, I believe, and they will be at St. Louis Park Recreation Center. We'll be bringing that game live, so make sure to tune in there if you cannot make it out to St. Louis Park. Chaska comes in with a W tonight, 9-3. I'm Taylor Hanson. Dylan Brazil was on the camera tonight. We're signing off. We'll see you next time, and Soar Hawks.